one saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 57 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the...
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Throwing Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 13.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Off play action. Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
45-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A first down carry for Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Watch the twitch. You go track. You go track. You go track.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, Giants 14.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Bridgewater to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score Panthers 35, Giants 14. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones now. Off the play fake. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Saquon Barkley.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play. And it brings up...
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Troy Pride. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Jones.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. This is good for a first down, his 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss. Instead, just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Throwing on first down, Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And the Giants first down.
On first down, Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Down at the 14-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Von Miller drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Tough one there. First drive in the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He's got Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll run with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Giants 23.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Mike 51, Mike 51. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The 8-yard line.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check.
Bridgewater now. They'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 92 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. It's first
filet,
time.
filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
1 yard gain brings up second and
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Switch. Hey, check Mike 39. Check 19.
On 2nd and 9, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to Saquon.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
2 yards. First down, Giants.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Number 18.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First down, New York.
From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 20, 10. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.